EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday Night Primetime. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, this is Ashton Jeanty. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
The pickup brings up second and 2.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Dante Fortin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
13 yards
13 yards
on the play.
on the catch there. First down, Vegas.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring him down for a loss.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Back to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set, ready. Good check.
They'll go play action with Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now a man who won a rushing title wearing silver and black is Josh Jacobs. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. This 3rd and 6.
Third and 6.
Set, hut. Black, 95. Set, go. Set.
From the gun, it's Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Packers.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. First and 10.
And the Packer first down.
Ready. 52.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Brian Cook up in the safety spot to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 23, here's second down and 7.
Come on, blue striker. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And now it's fourth down.
For the field goal.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Packers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it is Trey Tucker. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go. Liking 18.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end from Bowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raider first down.
A gain of 12 yards.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 3 yards.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now a hit, and he lost the football.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong in these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. Down the sideline. And he'll take this one in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 17 touchdowns now on the year.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it to the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. In motion, it's Golden. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. you become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Packers set to kick this one away. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now, faking the give. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
First and 10.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. He'll locate Thornton over the middle. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ready up.
From the 24 now, here's second and 5.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. Check up.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Here we go. Punt.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard mark. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the
Down.
44-yard line.
Go on 45. Wyatt.
In motion, it's Golden.
Punt, punt.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
41-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Let's go. Punt, punt. Ready.
Back to throw is Love. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Love to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. It's a defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
They nearly really connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
And he'll work this down inside the 35. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down.
Red, 38. Ready?
Throwing is Love. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
51-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop.
A tackle by Nate Hobbs. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. He's got it. And he will score. Dante Burton. Touchdown, Vegas. First touchdown of the game for the man who leads the NFL in TD grabs. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Daniel Carlson taking off for Las Vegas.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Ready. Black, 95.
On first down, it's Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready, set.
They'll run with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
3rd and 11.
Ready. Shoot. Yellow. 50. Green. Hut, hut.
Now Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's fielded at about the 18. Very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now for the extra point.
Carlson on for the point after.
The kick is good. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Blue strikers. Set hut. Quick drill green. Hut.
Love to throw it on 1st down. This one complete down the field to Golden. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
Okay, right. Right, right. Here we go, set. 10, smash, red. Ready?
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Red, yellow, 52 blue. Red, cycle. Field, black. Cluster, sit.
From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now. Check, cut.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Block 40.
On second down, Love. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
The Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight. And it's good for a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Back to throw. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
That's going to be blocked.
And that's just a really good effort there. Remember, if he misses the ball and he runs into the kicker, that's an automatic 1st down, but he does it. Not only does he get through, almost untouched, he's able to get a hand on it and block the kick.
On play action, Love. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 32 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw is Love. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And he is not going to get away. He might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
And it's third down.
Black.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Third and 6.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, sack, go.
Once again, it's Genty. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Vegas.
Raiders, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Still running for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Second and 12.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Ready. 45, wide. Cut.
Here's Love. Short throw taken in by Goddard. One of the Raiders has got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raider first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards.
And he will get into the end zone. Ashton Jeanty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. Into the secondary at the 45. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Black 40. Blaster, 6. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 60 red. Set.
Back to the air, it's Love. That is brought in. He is all the way inside the 15. But hold everything. There is a marker down.
Here we go. 45, white. Set,
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He's going to look downfield once again. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for two. Here's Love to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On 1st and 10, it's Genty. Not much happening there, just a short game.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 9.
Go! Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll go again with Genty. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Vegas.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On the ground, it's the tight end. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Wade Walker. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good, and the Raiders will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Set. Yellow, 43. Set.
A good play action with Love. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Yellow.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front seven is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
Red 38.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go for it. Love. That is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Genty. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready. Let's go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7th. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Shot 17. Here we go. Check home.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
On the move, past the 40. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Blue striker.
Now Love. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Blue. Down. Blue 32. Red cycle.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll take a shot here for the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Set. Yellow 43.
Here's Love. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Yellow, 22, green cap. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So the Black Hole celebrates. It's a win for the Raiders. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and are going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.